Thank you for tuning in to The Realty with T3. I'm your host, Tesia Harris, and I'm also the team leader of Texas Trio Team. We're going to go around and just have a really exciting show about what is going on in Brenham and how you can connect and network if you are new into town. So who is with me today? Who are you?
I'm Deanna Kennesaw. I'm a team member of the Texas Trio Team. Happy to be here.
And so we have a special guest. And who are you and what keeps you busy these days?
So I'm Leigh Linden, and I'm the Main Street manager with the city of Brenham. And what keeps me busy is downtown Brenham.
So whenever you stepped into that role, like walk us through how that happened and how you're involved so much in Brenham.
Okay, so I've been here going on 3 years, and basically I used to own a business downtown, and for about 7 years I had a children's retail business, and I loved it. But through that business, I realized how much I love marketing, and that was like the most. It kind of became a passion. It just became so interesting, and I wanted to know more about it. And this was social media was just kind of up and coming, and so there's a lot of stuff that you have to get through social media wise. But so I started diving into it more, and then from there, I went. Some people had asked for me to come, and I sold the business. They said, "You're not doing anything. Come work for us and do marketing." And I was like, "Okay, fine, whatever." So we did that a couple times. And then when this job position came open, the person who was economic development director at the time said, "I think this would be great for you." And I said, "Main Street manager, I know what that is. That is way above me." And she said, "No, it's small business. It's promoting downtown, and it's a lot of marketing." So the more I looked into it, the more I fell in love with it. And I love downtown. I mean, I'm from here. I love this downtown.
So can you kind of walk us through what is everything that you're encompassing? Because if you're not from Brenham or, if you're moving into the area, you may not know exactly what it is that you are working on. So can you tell us more about that?
Sure. So I feel like to start off, Main Street, a lot of people don't know what that is. Main Street is a national nonprofit organization run by the National Parks Department. And there are over 400 Main Street cities across America, but it's state developed. So we answer to the Texas Main Street Department, which is a subsidy. It's within the Texas Historical Commission.
Okay.
So, and there's about 90 in Texas. We go through, and it's a whole accreditation process. We did this. Main Street Brenham has been around for 25 years. Last year, we celebrated our 25th anniversary. And so we've been reporting and being a part of an accreditation process to the state and to National Main Street for 25 years. Through that, it's all historic preservation through economic development. And we have a district that is a registered district. It's less than 1 square mile, but it's from Market to Austin, Main, and Alamo, and all the little streets in between. Within that district, it's preserving these buildings that are so beautiful and a part of our heritage and our history, but it's also supporting small business and helping to develop a booming and busting economy that's like, seeing us through retail and, all that kind of stuff, but at the same time supporting our small business.
I love that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Honestly, I didn't either.
Work for the city and you.
I mean, I did.
Yeah. But,
Well,
it's really cool that there's even an organization that's trying to preserve that.
Yeah.
Throughout Texas, but also throughout the country. That's really cool.
Yeah. When other Main Street managers, when we get together, it's always fun because it's like everybody has the same issues in their towns, especially in Texas. But when we all start telling our stories of the successes that we've had, we get together twice a year, but when we get in, it's a heartstring thing. I mean, they pull, and it's always very touching.
So it's like trying to make sure that it keeps its charm.
Yes.
Like the shows that we see on TV and how everybody's like, "Ooh, we want that square to go down to," and you are making sure that feeling and that charm stays.
Yes, 100%.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So with Washington County being like the birthplace of Texas, I'm sure the history is very in depth and has so much to it. Do you have any special something that you've come across that maybe you as a longtime resident living here that you didn't even know about that you'd want to share?
I just recently we've been talking about some downtown stuff that we were going through. And I did not realize, I mean, I knew this was the birthplace of Texas. We are a community of firsts. We have first everything. First school district, first junior college. We had the oldest, Mayfest is the oldest heritage celebration in the state.
Isn't it the first county fair too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, we're the first place. And I love it.
Place to be.
I mean, and you hear these things, you know, your whole life or whatever, but when it comes to putting it on paper, you're like, oh man.
A lot of history.
Yeah. Yeah. Very proud of our history too.
Well, and setting the bar for other towns to replicate, right?
Yes.
And how cool is that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's always fun. People say, you know, oh, you're from Brenham. Oh, you'll have this. I'm like, how'd you know that? They know. They know what's going on in Brenham. Yeah.
So what are some of the marketing things that you're working on, since that was kind of your niche whenever you came in? Have you noticed like a growth in kind of what you thought you were going to do in comparison to what's going on today?
Maybe I'm not sure. I work on 3 different social media accounts for downtown Brenham. One of them is downtown Brenham. We also do Hot Nights, Cool Tunes, and the Farmers Market. Those 3 pretty much keep me busy. And with those 3, we cross promote as much as possible. We promote every small business that, you know, if you tag downtown Brenham, we're going to help you and we're going to market you just as much. Our newest venture has been to revamp the downtownbrenham.com website. Very, very cool. My idea behind that was not to just promote it as like a destination, come visit us, come see what we have, but we started a new page called Doing Business, and it's all about how to start a business downtown.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, whether you're buying property
or
you're, you know, starting a business, there's a list of resources, a list of how-tos, all that kind of stuff that could help you start a business down here.
So that was kind of leads into the question that I was thinking in my head is, do you feel like you're marketing more to tourists wanting them to come? Or it sounds like you're now also marketing to people that live here and like the locals to take part as well and step out.
It's a three-peat. I mean, it's a whole thing. It is businesses who may want to start a business here. Maybe you have a business in another small town. You want to open a second location. Maybe you're a visitor who wants to come check it out. Maybe you live here and you didn't know. It's all 3.
That's cool.
We've had a lot of people move here since 2020.
Yes.
and they don't know, you know, and it's like, hey, just, you know, check us out and see what's happening.
So are you having a lot of collaboration with like certain departments of the city or even like the Chamber of Commerce? So is that something that like is available like on these websites as you're building them, of like other connections that someone could work with as well beyond that?
A little bit. We work a lot with tourism. The tourism department is really big here. Visit Brenham, and the visitor center is great to work with. We do a lot of collaboration kind of stuff together. The Chamber of Commerce is great. They're promoting all kinds of industries, which is great. We don't really have manufacturing downtown, but we still want to support that and get more people here and visiting and spending tax dollars for sure.
Okay, so let's dive into I am sure you have a really busy upcoming schedule with like the fall months coming up. And so even like Hot Nights, Cool Tunes, like, can you just like talk about those things that you're covering in major events that people should know about that are upcoming or in the future, maybe in the summer of next year?
Oh yeah, sure. So we did just finish Hot Nights. That was our 21st year, and it was amazing. It's hot, but it's so fun. The people really came out, especially this year. We had 2 bands that were so incredible. We had all 4 bands were incredible, but the last 2 brought the people. And so next year, we're already planning for next year with band choice, that kind of stuff. Hot Nights has become such a staple for downtown. It started originally because there's nothing to do in July. And, you know, we wanted to bring people downtown and help support the businesses that were down here. And now it's like, people are like, July, everything happens in July. You know, it's another December. But it's super fun. And the planning that goes into it, I mean, we start, try to start talking about Hot Nights in October. for the following year.
So if you were a
fun.
person that was not from Brenham, maybe you just got here, what are the highlights of Hot Night School Tunes?
Free, family-friendly community event. Yes, it's a concert, but it's generally a concert any demographic would enjoy. Whether you're older, younger, whatever, you like country music, you hate country music. We really, all the bands that we pick, they do have a theme, but they are for everybody. But just being able to come out here, bring in your lawn chair, a snack, a drink, whatever, sit here, and then by the end of the night, half of the audience is dancing.
Yeah. It truly is like what you see on TV, like the community square. You know, you see the little babies bopping, and then you see, you know, the gray hairs.
Parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is really cool to see.
Yeah, I love it. But yeah, so next year, it'll be we'll keep rocking and rolling with Hot Nights. But the rest of this year, the rest of this year is pretty much set and planned. Masquerade on Main would be October. It's our Halloween kind of event. It's October 25th, the last Saturday in July. The last Saturday in October. All of the stores downtown have different tricks and treats kind of thing for kids. And it's so much fun because that's another community event where it's just free. Come down, spend some time with your family down here, bring the kids, let them know that this is for them. This downtown is for everybody. So we have the fire department will bring a fire truck. And this is the first time that some kids have gotten to like touch a fire truck. You know, and then the firemen are so great that, you know, picking them up and letting them look at things. And then we'll have other organizations that come out and they just like Brenham Next. They come out, they put up a tent, pass out candy, but then they also pass out information so that, you know, they're supporting their organization and getting the awareness, but it helps us in return.
So if you're a business and you want to be involved in something like that, is there anything that you need to do like to participate, or is it just have your door open?
Let me know. Yep, that's really all it takes is most of our events, we do have sponsors and we're always looking for sponsors, but for these types of events, it's just you want to participate, the more the merrier. We want you to be here. You know, kind of a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of thing.
And with the farmers market, which is another event that you mentioned or that you oversee, it's once a month.
Yes,
Friday. First Friday. And then how many booths do you have?
So we only have room for 48.
Oh, wow.
We're kind of landlocked with where we are. We have 48 spaces.
And it feels like a whole lot more than that.
It definitely
when you're walking around and looking at everything.
Yeah. But it's everybody has a 10 by 10 space. And so trying to logistically get everybody fit in there. There may be another way to rework that and get it in, but we'll see. So we have about 49 vendors. We try to kind of rotate that as best as we can. And we also, because it's on two streets, we don't allow more than 2 or 3 people selling the same thing. Just to limit competition. Like competition is good, but I don't want to have, 49 people selling bread. That would be, you'd be really bored really quick. So we try to limit it to, 2 to 3 people selling the exact same things. But we also, it's a farmer's market. So we try to promote it as bringing in farmers and locally homegrown, homemade, that kind of thing. Nothing mass produced. We're not looking for, the window company to come in and sell you windows or bikes or anything like that. It needs to be locally made.
And so what time is that? I'm sorry if you said it.
First Friday of every month, and it's right downtown on the square. In the winter, we do 3 to 6, and in the summer, 4 to 7. And October will be our last 4 to 7. After that, it's like daylight savings time.
Right.
And
then the booth fee, does it stay the same every month?
Yes, it's $25. There's to apply, you can just go to our downtownburnham.com site, but there's no application fee. A $25 booth fee for a 10 by 10 space. The only requirement is that you have a tent with weights because it gets windy.
Yeah, it does.
And so you've got, what's next on the lineup for this year?
Masquerade on Main is the next thing coming up in October. We also do Small Business Saturday, which is really fun around here. We do on that Saturday after Thanksgiving, we do a cocoa crawl. And so all the businesses downtown have a different type of cocoa, hot cocoa. Some do cold. Who knew? But
In Texas.
yeah, right. It can't. Yeah. But we have these really adorable cups that you can take your cup from store to store to store, and it's kicking off the Christmas season, shopping local, visiting each store, sipping cocoa, and starting your Christmas shopping, getting it done.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, and then also, right after Thanksgiving is going to be Christmas. It'll be here before we know it.
Oh, it's here. It's here. It's knocking on the door right now.
It is. And so, the parade is a really big deal downtown. And so anything mirroring off of that.
The Christmas stroll and light up parade is the first weekend of December every year. So this year, I believe it's on the 5th and 6th. But that Friday, we also will do the farmers market that day. That'll be 3 to 6. We'll have a Christmas concert. I say Christmas. There will be some Christmas music, but it's not a Christmas concert. But that night it's a spin-off of Hot Nights. It's Cold Nights, holiday tunes. And we do that in the parking lot on Commerce Street, and it's super fun. Last year was our first year, but everyone loved it so much that we had to bring it back again this year. That's super fun. And then we do the lighted parade on Saturday and a couple of kids events like breakfast with Santa that Saturday. We sell tickets to have breakfast. You can have pancakes and Santa will read you a story. He'll, we usually do a little craft or something like that. And you can visit with Santa and let him know what you want for Christmas before it really gets busy.
This is just so fun.
I love it.
I know. So you said that you manage 3 social media handles.
Yes.
Do you mind sharing what those are?
Yeah. So Downtown Brenham is Facebook and Instagram. Same with Downtown Brenham Hot Nights. No, I'm sorry. It's Hot Nights Brenham. That's Instagram and Facebook. And then First Friday Farmers Market Brenham is Facebook and Instagram.
So what is the best way to reach you? Or like if someone watches this and they're like, hey, I want to do the business side, or I want to, just reach out with questions.
Definitely you can find me on any of those. We also have downtownbrenham.com, but my email address is probably the easiest way. And it's Linden. My last name is Linden at cityofbrenham.org.
That's awesome.
Easiest way.
Yeah. And
Or
so
stand in the street and flag me down because I'm down here all the time. Yeah.
well, we hope that you really enjoyed learning a little bit about Brenham and what makes it unique. If you want to reach out to Leigh, you got the contact information. But if you want to reach out to Texas Trio Team and maybe move to the area, you can find us at texastrioteam.com. Take care and keep living your best life.